Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Happy winning Wednesday. Yo, I really hope somebody came to win today. Like for real, yo. I hope somebody is having an amazing day. And even if you having a challenging day, yo, I hope somebody is able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I hope somebody already know, yo, that it's their winning season, yo, and it's time to win. Get your peoples, yo. Get your peoples, Jimmy the Dilemma. Let her know I ain't never late, yo. Her clock might be slow, but I ain't never late. What's up, yo? How y'all feeling, yo? Man, listen, we got so much, yo. We got so much, yo. But I hope everybody's having a great day, yo. Especially my year-round people, because y'all about to have a money-making day come November the 5th, yo. Like, y'all about to get money all day long. Yo. Yo, we love to see it, yo. We love to see it. What's up, though? How y'all feeling, yo? Man, Cam Gotti, top spot. Hey, yo, what's up, Cam Gotti? Got that fresh top spot app. Yo, what's up? Hey, yo, Thursday. Did y'all sign up for the Hip Hop Public Health Gala, yo? Look, I saved my thing. I didn't even open it because I was like, I was going to come on here and open it and see who else had theirs so we can see what we got in there, y'all. But y'all know the tickets was $500, right? But we got that good old promo code, so we slid up in there. It's going to be a star-studded affair, yo. It's going to be super nice. And prayerfully, if the pandemic get off our back, it'll be in person in New York next year. So Sid got her box. Yeah, man. I'm about to open mine up, yo, so y'all can see what's in my box, yo. I'm about to open mine up. What's up, Tanner? How you feeling, Tanner? Good to see you, yo. Donovan, what's up, Donovan? How you feeling? Jimmy the Dilemma. Y'all get y'all girl, though, yo. Talk about I'm late. I ain't never late, shorty. What's up? Yo, Jimmy the Dilemma and Sid, y'all know they got the special talk tonight. I believe it's about self-care, y'all. Y'all know they do the higher joint every other Wednesday anyway. But this one going to be a real special one. So you got to make sure that you get everybody on for their session because it's really about to be fire, yo. Finn, what's up, Finn? Yo, if y'all ain't see the video of Finn doing the pull-ups and then the handstand, like, yo, y'all better get with, it's about, my bad, y'all. Forget what I said about self-care, yo. Forget everything I say, yo. My bad. My bad, yo. Look, the flyer was giving me self-care vibes, yo. I thought it was self-care. My bad, yo. It's still gonna be a fire session, though, yo. It's still gonna be a fire session. Look, Ed ain't gonna have a prize. But look, y'all better make sure y'all get with Finn, yo. Get his calendar link. My bad, Sid. Get his calendar link, y'all, and book your session if you're serious about like that health and wellness and all that stuff like that. Like, yo, if you're going to get it from somebody, get it from somebody that's living that life, yo. Like, definitely. Ask for his link. What's up, Kels? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you. Naeem, Mr. Elaborator. Mr. Elaborator, I was at the center stage the other day and somebody came up to me after I got finished talking and said that they met one of my heartbeats. They was like, Miss Joan, they was like, it's crazy because I had just met one of your heartbeats and I was coming here and I saw your name on a program. So I got super excited. But it was you, Mr. Elaborator. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he's of Indian descent. And I think he do some type of STEM program or something like that. But he spoke very highly of you. And he said that you couldn't stop talking about Heart Smiles and the impact that Heart Smiles has had on your life. And because you talked about it, it made him research Heart Smiles. So, and he came to see me at the sound stage the other night. So thank you, Mr. Elaborator, for being who you are. I really, really appreciate it. Kels, man, I'm blessed, y'all. I'm feeling good, yo. It's just, yo. It's so much going on, yo. I love it. I love to see people winning, yo. Everybody around me just winning. What's up, Sane? How you feeling? Good to see you, yo. What's up, Tay Bands? Shout out Tay Bands, held it down for me on Mission Monday. She was hosting, y'all. Thank you, Tay Bands. Got completely outside of her comfort zone, even though she's a performer. Y'all know that ain't what she normally do, but she did it, and I heard she killed it. So thank you, Tay Bands. What's up, Tima? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you being consistent. What's up, Neon Say? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. What's up, Reality? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you, Reality. Destiny. What's up, Destiny? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. What's up, Sid? Good to see you. Oh, Cam Gotti and Bree got a presentation at 7. All right. Okay. What's up, Kai? I said it right this time, didn't I? What's up, yo? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you, yo. Nisi Pooh. What's up? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you. Mr. Bonnet. How you doing, Mr. Bonnet? Good to see you, yo. Good to see you. What's up, Anaya? How you doing, Naya? Good to see you, yo. Asita, what's up, Asita? Good to see you. Asita, shout out to Asita, y'all. My girl did her presentation on Mission Monday, and I heard it was the bomb. So go you. Get your money, honey. We love it, yo. What's up, yo? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. What's up, Kayla? How you feeling? Good to see you, yo. What's up, Dan? How you doing, yo? Hey, yo, y'all make sure y'all staying on top of Dan, yo. For real, yo. Make sure y'all checking in on Dan. Make sure y'all hollering at Dan every now and again, keeping himself accountable, y'all. Help keep him accountable for the No Women, No Kids initiative, yo, because that is too big and too needed of a mission, yo, for us to drop the ball on that. So y'all make sure that y'all keeping him accountable and get your push-ups. Y'all know y'all get y'all push-ups. No women, no kids. You innocent, you live. Get them 13 push-ups out that boy. Hold him accountable, y'all. What's up, my? Y'all see my mother, y'all. Bless. What's up, Bless? Make sure y'all get with Bless too, y'all. Make sure y'all hold Bless accountable for doing the things that she need to do too. Because y'all know Bless is an artist. And she's really actually good, y'all. So make sure y'all stay on top of her for doing what she's supposed to do and showing up when she's supposed to show up, y'all. Tizzy Tay, what's up, Tizzy Tay? How you doing, yo? Good to see you. Good to see you, Breezy. What's up, Breezy? How you feeling, Laneta Activist? What's up, Laneta Activist? How you doing, yo? Good to see you, yo. Yo, let me open up my box while I'm waiting on my guests to come here. And look, no, hold on. Let me text my guest real quick. And yo, I swear, yo, I tried to have the credit conversation because remember, y'all was saying last week that we really want to go like deep into like building credit and all that. Well, I got the vice president at PNC Bank, and that's like all they deal with is like credit, like building up credit, how to establish credit, and all that, like personal and business. But yep, Marta General, my bad. You know I never skip you, yo. You know I never do that. My bad. What's up? How you feeling? But y'all, the internet that they got at his office like blocked the situation, so we're gonna have to do it on a Mission Monday. So unfortunately, only my year-round people going to be able to get to meet him, yo. So I'm gonna try to see what we can do. So if anybody is like really interested in that conversation, like if that's something that you want to be a part of and you want to join Mission Monday for that session, I'll let you know. But yeah, man, I was trying to get him on here, yo. That would have been love. But he's excited about doing it because it's a very much needed conversation, especially in our community. And yes, thank you, Gemma Dilemma. We can definitely pass the information for sure, yo. Let me open my box up real quick, yo. Let's see what we got. Let me open. Look, get my box open right fast. I had to text my people, see if they still coming, y'all. And look, while I'm waiting for them to come, what we were supposed to be talking about too is breaking those bad habits. I know we talk about that a lot, but like we really need to get into that, y'all. Breaking these bad habits. Cause it's keeping some people stuck. And y'all already know how that go. All right, okay. Y'all don't need to even worry about this part. Y'all don't need to worry about the cocktail, yo. Y'all don't need to worry about the cocktail. We gonna put that right here, but that's cute though. That's cute. That's cute. All right, let's see what we got, yo. All right. All right, we got our little glass. Okay. Okay, okay. This joint say hip hop heels. If you can't read that, it say hip hop heels. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna put my Pepsi because y'all know I don't drink anyway. I'm gonna put my Pepsi in there. Let's see what we got in here. What's up, Trent? We got a little Bluetooth speaker, y'all. We got a little Bluetooth speaker. Yo, is that Big 16? Yo, what's up, Big 16? Yo, he finally made time for us, y'all. What's up, Big 16? All right, here we go. Okay. Yo, I hope y'all signed up and got your box, yo. This box is too cool, yo. All right, okay. Got the I know Jimmy the Dilemma, right where he been at. Hey, yo, y'all know I'm good for some socks. Got the socks up in the joint. Hey, if you came out to our filming, then you already got one of the nice little snapbacks, yo. But we love it. We love it. Hey, yo, I'm about to have to hit them up. Because what they trying to tell us, yo? What they trying to tell us, yo? What they look, they don't even know. I keep mine in my car, yo. What they trying to tell us? Hey, yo. This was nice though, yo. They try to slide us real quick though, yo. They try to slide us. All right. That was cool. Hey, look, if you ain't get your box, yo, I'm sorry you ain't get your box. But definitely make sure when we drop that link for November the 5th that you get on that because you're gonna have that good old Uber Eats code and be able to see the screening and really get to go deep into like storytelling and all that. We're gonna talk about that later though. Where's my peoples, yo? This is what I'm talking about, yo. Yo, you said you was hey, nah, I don't even want to drag nobody on the live, yo. This ain't even what I came for. This ain't what I came for, yo. Happy birthday, Kentrell. Yo, all right, yo. Anyway, yo. So I'm waiting on them to come, yo. I hope they not really bluffing. They said they was coming, yo. But what we were going to talk about is like breaking these bad habits. And if anybody want the link, like if you got like a real life situation, like a real life example of where like, you know, you had to break a bad habit or something was holding you back and it was difficult or whatever, like something like that for sure. Because yo, we got people, and I ain't even dragging nobody, yo. This is not no drag session, but we got people who literally can't afford to feed themselves because they put bad habits in front of the things that they need. You know how we talk a lot about, yeah, anybody can get the link. Just send me a message so I can get you at the top of the screen and I'll send you the link. But you know how we had the conversations where we talk about like your needs versus your wants, not necessarily procrastination, Big 16. Well, I mean, I guess if you're talking about that in like a sense of a bad habit, potentially, but these bad habits keep people from being able to buy food for themselves. Some people can't even afford to get rent because they are putting some bad habits in front of the things that they need. It's a bunch of people, y'all, that I can't even get into legitimate jobs. Like legitimate jobs because of bad habits. Absolutely, Jim of the Dilemma. It could be an addiction. In some cases, it could absolutely feel like that, especially if you don't have um control over it. But like that's the thing about some of these bad habits, like recognizing them is like the first step. And like people that's in denial about those things, like it's just it's so hard to work with them. Yes, absolutely, Don. Yeah, because my guest that's standing me up right now is actually going through it, and the situation is perfect to like talk about. So hopefully they come on. But yeah, the more relevant, like the better. Hey, Dan, you are definitely a prime example. Absolutely. But I'm not about to put nobody business out there for real. This ain't a drag session, but anybody that's comfortable with sharing, like for sure, absolutely. Like if you want to get the link, hit me up. I give you the link. But it's just sad to watch people hold themselves back. And especially the people that get to the point where they acknowledge that it's a problem, but then still don't do anything about it. That said, put me out there. yo, I love the accountability, but no, I'm not gonna put you out there. But then we could definitely talk about it if you want to get on. Like, hit me up, yo. Matter of fact, Dan, I'm about to send you the link right now, yo. And if you want to get on, like, come right on. Hey, Chaos Smoothies, yo, no, they ain't respond. They got me on red, yo, and they know I ain't about to get too crazy because I'm on live. But like, yo, yeah, I'm about to send it to you, Dan. Yes, I'm sending the links right now, y'all. Absolutely. I know. Hey, Jimmy to deliver Chaos. I know, yo. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy. But I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt right now, yo. Oh, it's a youth. Hey, yo, if it was a adult, yo, what? It's no mercy. No mercy, yo. No matter of fact, yo, look, your read receipts on. You gonna be ducking. Hey, yo, you crazy. Yo, let me do this real quick, yo, because this is crazy, yo. This is crazy.
Please leave your message for 6 6.
Hold up. Did that joint just go to hey yo?
Please leave your message for 6.
I don't know, y'all. Yeah, I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see. Well, I gave the link to a few people. I know, yo. Yo, I gave the link to a few people, yo. I got the we got them coming. So come on, y'all. Let's have this conversation. Hey, yo, they got me blocked, yo. Yo, hey, Kyle, the show gonna always go on. The show is definitely gonna go on, yo. Always, yo. Always, always. And it's too important of a topic like to not be addressed. And specifically for my 18 and overs. Like because y'all the ones that's got real life on your head right now. Like definitely it's important under 18, it's important for you to like get into your healthy habits and all that type of stuff. But 18 and over, it's even more detrimental, y'all. Mr. Elaborator,
What's good, Miss Johnny? How you feeling?
what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good, but like my school not. You feel me?
You say your school not
Yeah. I
oh
want to talk about it, but that ain't the topic for today though.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Hey, yo. I don't even want to say the name, but you know what? I might well say the name, yo. Y'all know Lil Reds. Y'all ain't even surprised. I know. You know what, Mr. Elaborator.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Talk to us about bad habits. What kind of bad habit you had? You had a hard time getting rid of.
Bad habit. I had many bad habits. Sleeping bad habit, being around the wrong people with bad habit, being humble. Well, not being humble, which is a bad habit. Like I went through so many bad habits. I feel like I made the same like wrong mistakes at the same time. Like I don't even be learning my mistakes. So I want to talk about me being around with the wrong people is a bad habit. Cause I remember like, excuse me, I gotta sneeze. I don't want to sneeze, okay?
You good? Bless you. What's up, Tima?
Hey.
Glad
Um,
you on here. We're gonna let Mr. Elaborator finish and then I'm gonna get right to you because I've been dying to hear from you for a while.
Probably
Yeah,
my master team. Like it took 5 years to get on here.
I
Right?
know. I was struggling to get on here. Y'all little updated system.
Don't do that. Go ahead, Mr. Elaborator. Then we gonna get the Tima.
But yeah, like I was saying, was me like being around the wrong people was like all kind of my like number one, number two bad habit because it's like me. It's like I feel like it was a bad habit because I could really call them like I could be cool with them to a certain extent to the point where like I started to find out what their true colors is. Like they could be seem nice when you first meet them, but like when you get to know them more and get comfortable around them, it's like they a whole different person. Like they not who they are. Like and I've seen that so many times. Like now I'm trying to balance of me like not gonna lie, when I came to atmosphere, I ain't really lie. A lot of people like started being cool with me because okay, I'm funny or whatever. But at the same time, I know what people did, what I heard, and what I observed. So me when I was got around the type of people that almost made me into that always driven me into like a path I ain't want to be.
Mm.
So I had to actually separate myself for a second because I had to think about like what I really want for myself. Me trying to fit in is like not really going to bring any improvements.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
my super bad habits, I ain't really lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I'm the only one that does this, but mind you, I wake up 5:30 in the morning, and I wake up 5:30 in the morning. Soon as I wake up around that time, I go back to sleep, and I wake up like an hour or two, and I get ready, and I catch the bus, and I made it to school late. I made it to school at 10 o'clock, like one time.
Mm.
I don't even set alarms. That's the thing. I don't even like getting alarms because they like annoying and they scare me out of my sleep. And I'm like, oh, like I'd be thinking somebody in my ear.
Mm. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Elaborator. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. And Ma had a deep comment too, if y'all ain't get a chance to see it. But Team Ma, talk to us. Cause you've been MIA.
I feel like I most definitely have to jump on this topic simply because I'm most definitely a great example of kind of trying to break my bad habit. My bad habit was to, kind of, not being consistent. Like I'll literally just hop on something, just hop back off of it. I think it's because I'll finish, with the basic steps, and then when I get to that final big step, it scares me, and then I just be trying to step off the brake, and that's just a habit that I am trying to break, and I feel like I am in the process of it, and it's a lot of improvement going on with that.
Yeah. So what about like smaller projects? Like, do you find the same?
It could be the same, but I feel like I kind of, when it comes to like kind of finding coping mechanisms to like certain problems, it's all about figuring out like certain aspects. Like when it comes to breaking bad habits, I feel like, in my opinion, you should always identify the trigger. Like what triggers you to not be consistent? Like what triggers you to not wake up in the morning? Like what triggers you to not reach your goal? And then like focus on why you want to change, like why you want to break that bad habit. Um, always practice mindfulness. I always like think about that. How you should always practice mindfulness and think about, why is this happening to me? What's causing me to do this? Why is it a routine for me now? And that's just how I'm looking at it, and that's how I feel like I'm elevated. Like, for example, um, I started something back then, and then it's just like I'm starting back on it, and I feel like I'm elevated now. Like, I'm bringing it into schools. I brought it to my principal's attention. I'm bringing it to my peers. Like, I feel like I'm elevated. Miss Johnny, you know what I'm talking about? Like, the whole initiative.
Hold up, you back on that?
I'm back on it. Yes. Like,
yo, stop it.
Is white about it, everything. She wanted me to bring it to the school. I told her how I wanted to form little groups, all of that. I have the school counselor helping me. Like, I have a lot. I have a whole team now, Miss Joni. Like, I'm elevating. I'm even making a survey for in school, for back to school in person learning too. Like, I'm elevating. Like, I'm only going up. Like,
hold up, yo, because you got to tell them how you started this and then stopped it, went goes, and now it's blowing up, and you didn't even tell them. That's crazy.
I have teachers helping me. My first period teacher, she was like, yeah, like, just send me that link, and I'm gonna have kids do it for the do now, fill out the survey, and then I'm joining like other advocacy programs from Bali and stuff, and I'm just getting my name out there. Like, I already told the principal. I was telling the principal about it. She was like, Kim, Miss Joni. She started bringing up heart smiles. I was like, yeah, I know. It's fighting y'all out there.
Okay, Miss. Hey, yo, I'm so proud of you. So look, because this is a real life example. So can you tell people like how you got from that point? Because I was cussing you out. If you want CPS right now, CPS on here, yo, I'm sorry, yo. I had to cuss this child out. But like, yo, we had really hard conversations. So how did you get from that point to like just giving up completely, not doing nothing, to now, like, you literally thriving with it? Like, can you talk about what happened in the middle? Because I think people get stuck in the middle and they don't ever see the way out.
Literally. So in the beginning, I was saying how, like, I take the first little steps and I look at it as, I'm like, oh, easy peasy. But then when it comes to that big obstacle, it's like, oh, this is hard. I gotta step off the step or whatever. So that's kind of like a good representation of it. So when I started the initiative, I brought it to everybody's attention. I had everybody hyped up, like, oh, Fatima started an initiative. I'm about to sign this survey. I'm actually, they actually thought they were, joining an initiative. Then out of nowhere, it's like I said, I got to that big step. I said, I don't think this is for me. I got discouraged. I had peers, I had friends, not even friends, but just people around my age saying, oh, girl, you wasting your time. They like, nobody's gonna listen to you. This is not going anywhere. I got discouraged by people's words, fell off the step. And then I kind of took a little break from it, and I just decided to do some like branding behind the scenes, because like I just got so discouraged, so I kind of like gave up. And then that's when school started back up, and I was like, hold on, I need to start this initiative back up. Like, I feel like I have potential. And I just started seeing potential in myself. And then I was like, if I bring it to in-person, back to school learning, it's going to be 10 times better for the kids, especially because they're seeing me. I can form groups and all that. And I just got motivated because, one, I started having a better crowd around me, motivating me. Like, I had peers telling me, like, the main thing that really kept me pushing is when I had a lot of peers telling me that I'm really doing a good thing. I had peers telling me how sometimes, they always keep their emotions built in, and they don't know how to be expressive, and how they feel like it's beneficial. So my teacher started saying that she's gonna let me kind of lead the well, some people call it icebreakers, but like in school we call it like do nouns, warm-ups. How she said I'm gonna lead the warm-ups, and all of that really motivated me because it goes to show that what I'm doing is like I'm not wasting my time. Like, I'm actually using my time wisely. I'm doing something good for myself and for my peers. And I remember my first peer teacher, she was like, you could be class president or something with your doing, right? And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, like with your doing, like you're mindful of your peers' mental health, like. So then Miss White was telling me, she was telling me to send me emails, like my purpose, my mission, my vision. I sent her all of that, and we working, Miss Joni.
Wow. Okay, yo, I'm so proud of you, yo. And I always knew you could do it, yo. That's what's up.
That's hard. Like, yo, I didn't even know you was doing that all the time. Cause I thought Fatima, she was just doing hair. Like, I remember she wanted to do it before, but now she doing with her high school. Man, I'm
Yeah.
trying to do the same thing with my high school, but like my high school act like they don't even like they want to do their own little thing. Like it's not like in a negative way. It's like they don't even know. It's like it's the type of school. It's like you know, it's like when you try and help them, but they not trying to get help. They just want to be reckless. So it's like it takes a lot of courage and hard work from you to do it. Like I don't know how you do it, but you the goat. Honestly, you the goat, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like the main thing that was like discouraging me back when I first started is because everyone was doing like on person and on the internet. I would always like think negative. Like I feel like that's a big thing. Like now that I'm kind of I kind of grew from that a little bit. I feel like thoughts, they're just thoughts. They just be flowing in your head. They don't be true. And around that time, I just kept thinking, I was like, man, if I start this initiative, I'm gonna just be sitting in front of my phone looking stupid. Nobody's gonna want to participate. But now I don't think like that because, one person, I started talking to the the mental health counselor. She was saying how I can use her room, how I can buy journals and have have students write, in their journals, write about their thoughts. And I feel like I'm a walking like testimony when it comes to like having bad mental health. So it's like I know I have a lot of coping mechanisms. I can kind of share things that helped me, and I just want to help other people. Like I remember one time we have this like every Wednesday we have this thing called advisory, and one time we like it was questions like we have to talk about our mental health and things that make us happy. And I seen a lot of students when they finished writing down on a paper, they flipped their paper over, and I was like, wow, that must have been real personal. So because if it wasn't that personal, they would have just had that paper on on the bottom or whatever, but they all flipped it over. So I was like, if I start something like this over, like I could just create a safe space for my peers to come and talk about their feelings and emotions and help them out. And yeah, it's just always problems piled on, especially with school going on, grades. And, I'm in 11th grade. This is the most important year. So I want to make sure everybody's mental health is good, even the freshmen, sophomores, seniors, everyone. And I just want to make, I just want to make a safe space for everyone. I just want to make sure I'm making school beneficial for everyone. Like I want to make it meaningful. So I'm really happy that I'm starting up this initiative. I'm happy that I'm helping a lot of people. So, yeah.
Yo, I love this, yo. How do you get this into those? And I hate to say it like this, but these bad schools, yo, the schools like that's not a poly Western city. Like, how do you do that? Because they the ones that's hurting the most.
Yeah, I was just talking about that with the lady Miss Rose. I was like I would really like to get this into a lot of schools because a lot of schools look at something like this like, oh, that's nothing. They just push it to the side. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how they look at it. But a lot of people in my school, like Poly Western and City School, they actually consider it. But I would like to get into it because I want to talk. Like I would talk about the importance of mental health and relatable things that not a lot of people will talk about. So once I start talking about things that other kids can relate to, that's when they're gonna start paying attention. Like social media, like things in regards to that, and they're gonna start relating to it. And that's how I feel like I will be able to get into school, into the those type of schools and stuff. And then I plan on making like bigger social media platforms like Instagram. A lot of people be on Twitter, so I plan on making a Twitter, making my logo. Like I just want to get it out there, and I want to put it on platforms where it can really get to kids more.
I
Yeah,
love that. I love that.
I'm doing a lot of behind the scenes planning, but I'm just taking my time. I'm just taking it one day at a time. I don't want to overwhelm myself all in one day, all in 1 hour. So that's just what I'm doing right now. And right now, I'm in the process of making a survey for back to school learning. And I feel like I'm going to have more kids to sign it because my teacher said she's going to, send it out to people. Like I said, I was going to put it on a Google Classroom and all that. So yeah, I'm going to have more people sign the survey.
That's awesome. Mr. Elaborator, how do you suggest she go about getting something like that into these other schools? I mean, I know you love your school and everything, but
Like getting like basically getting it out there.
yeah, and just getting like other people to come together around this idea, like like mental health and having healthy coping mechanisms and talking about the issues and stuff, and getting to a place where they can actually have a good experience in school.
Now,
Yo, Red
hey
Desert.
yo, I don't know if
Just
I
ignore it. Just ignore it, yo. Just ignore it.
I'm not even Redstone today. I'm not even that today. I'm just me. But I feel like if you try to gravitate more students, I feel like in my personal opinion, like yeah, you probably told it to your principals and all, but you could tell them, oh, you can bring your children too. You can tell the administrators you could bring your children too. You may never know if they need it or not, because not everybody at home got that one supportive person that can really help them with coping mechanisms. Like I feel like you could bring it towards administrators and all that, and I feel like we need that atmosphere while it's our high school, because it's like as soon as you come into my school, you feel drama happening already. Somebody talk about somebody trying to fight somebody. Shoot, it's people at my school trying to fight you over a seat. And I feel like we can handle that. And
Fight you over a seat.
Yes. It don't matter if it's in the cafeteria or in the classroom.
Bye, yo. Ain't no way.
Every was on lockdown today because somebody brought a gun to my school. So it's like it's a lot going on all at once.
Somebody was strapped up your school?
Yeah.
A student?
Yeah. But it's like I was in the B building where we have our trades at. I was doing it I was getting tested for COVID and all that. So I wasn't there like when like where the person was at. And then it's not only that, while that was happening, somebody was fighting by across the street from my school. So it's like it's everything happened at once.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Elaborator. That's crazy.
It's like they want help, but at the same time they don't. It's just it did not. It's just, yeah, it get reckless up here, but I just be trying to stay out the way.
Yeah. Yo, Jimmy said a boy got banked at Poly yesterday. They had knives and guns.
It's getting real sad out here.
It's crazy because like people at mosque, like the administrators, they not really like all they could do is like make everybody stay in that classrooms, but it's like they not like really trying to come up with a solution. So they just restricting. Like we could have had a lot of stuff going on in our school that's fun, but it's like they restricted everything. I remember when we first started going in person, when you at lunch during lunch you could go outside, but you can't even do that. It's like almost everything restricted in atmosphere. You can't even do too much.
Yeah. That
Somebody got expelled for running the hose.
that's
What's good,
just
Marcus Allen?
like that. I don't even know, y'all. I'm glad that nothing happened and that you not hurt and that it didn't end up in a tragedy. But it's like, man, come on, y'all. Like, really? Track star.
Hey y'all, I haven't been on here forever.
I know you don't love us like that.
Wait a minute. That's not even true.
Yo, how come the link is working for some people but not everybody? This is crazy.
Oh yeah.
I think because
Oh, Zion, you saying something?
you gotta go through all these steps now. Like I had to put my email in.
Yes, I had to put my email in there.
All right, I just tried something else, so I'm about to see if this helps.
And Ms. Joni, I actually wanted to say something like that's gonna like benefit the whole group. Should I wait until the jewel session or just wait till Zion? Or just say it now? I'm just wait till the jewel session. I feel like it's gonna be better.
She's trying to hit us on the head. She trying to hit us on the head with the jewel. All right, we can let Trax go. We gonna come back.
Okay, we talking about bad habits, right?
Yes.
Okay. I got a couple right now. So right now, my main one is not like Like if it was a time frame I knew my worth or whatever. Right now it just been really bad or whatever. So I'll say not putting myself first or like just caring about the little things I shouldn't be caring about. It's really a bad habit. And also procrastinating because like I thought in person was gonna be better, all that. I mean it's good, but it's just like everything is piling up now. So with like me not being okay and stuff like that, like y'all, yesterday I cried on the bus and I had to hurry up and get off. Like that's how bad it was or whatever. So it's just like stuff like that and not knowing how to cope with it. Like I know I'm put a high and stuff, but it's just like, dang, when you really like not I wouldn't say lose everything, but when you really in that space, it's just like it seemed like nothing working or whatever. So I'm just thinking about taking like a month or two to myself or whatever, like find myself and things like that. Cause my parents not gonna go for like not going to school and stuff like that. So I gotta find how to keep going while finding myself. So that's really what's really hard right now. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's real. I'm saying my parents ain't gonna go for that not going to school.
Yes, like I'll be like, why you ain't come to school yesterday? And it was like, oh, that was my mental health day. I'd be like, so your parents going for that for real? Like, it's not a bad thing, but it's just like my parents is not gonna understand that. You get up, go to school, or whatever. And then also
Radio
when I
gonna be like, no.
no Darrell.
The wrong.
For real, like it just like but the good thing about it, it's just like I think my mother having that motherly instinct right now to like check on me and like, give me the encouraging things. I'm like, yeah, it helps a little bit, but you can't tell me something and you don't do it. Like it's just not gonna work for me.
And you know
Whatever.
what? Maybe that's something that can be incorporated with what Tima is doing. Like giving people like mental health days as a part of the sick time or health time that you get. Dawn to dawn.
Yeah, Zion. Like actually, right now I'm in the process of like forming my team. It's a lot of people that heard me talking about it, and they've been asking to join my team. So it's always open, especially with you because I know you more. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I don't know if you saw my comments like what time it's gonna be because track about to start back up. But if it's like from 3:30 to 4 or something, like I definitely can join and help you with it. You just
Yeah, I
need
can
to let me
a lot casual too. So just let
know.
me
Yeah,
know. We
just
could
let
like
me
talk.
know.
Hey.
All right, and definitely Mar, like on Wednesdays when it was like virtual, whatever, that will be my what is it called? My mental health days because it was like I forgot the word, but we didn't have to go to classes basically, and I'll just go to sleep or whatever. But I think that's starting to become unhealthy of me just going to sleep to replace whatever's going on. Because as soon as I get back up, it's just like, dang, it's this again. Like so stuff.
Yeah, no, I can definitely relate to that. The problem is still there. Dawn to dawn.
Hey everyone, I haven't been on these in a long time. It was like I was literally struggling. I had to reset my laptop, everything. But
No,
it
that's a mess. It's a mess. That's because you got something powerful to say.
yeah. Well, wait. What we talking about again?
Hey, yo,
Break.
bye, yo. Yo,
Guy, I was
bye,
just
yo.
going.
We talk about bad habits and breaking bad habits and stuff, yo.
My greatest, my greatest bad habit is procrastinating. Like my most recent example. On Sunday I had a lot of homework to do, and then like I waited to like 10 something to start doing it when I had all day. Like I just didn't want to do it. And then I stayed up to like 4 a.m. doing it. I only had 1 hour of sleep and then was grumpy the whole day in school. Like I
You would
was
say that student, Donovan.
I'm getting there.
You A's and B's.
Yeah.
That don't count as no bad habit, yo. Yo, you
Me
A's
it
and
is.
you A's and B's, yo.
But yeah, my procrastinating is really bad. Like sometimes I just can't focus. And I try to turn my phone off, but then I just get bored sitting there trying to do the work. Y'all got any solutions?
I
Y'all
can't
gonna
tell
have to
that you're
share.
a procrastinator. The way you be rocking off in the food insecurity project. I can't tell.
I be doing
Exactly.
last
I
minute.
agree with her.
I be doing a lot of things last minute when I think about it. So that's the
It
problem.
don't show.
But I say like with that, I would say like set deadlines, like set dates. Like I don't know, like kind of set dates and times for yourself. Like say if you got like a math homework, kind of said like, oh, have done by like 7:30 or something like an alarm, like something like that. Like that should help you. It will kind of like have you challenge yourself and be more competitive with yourself.
Okay.
Hey, yo, we giving Donovan tips, right?
Jimmy the Dilemma, yeah, but I don't see how. If y'all see him on his projects, the boy be on point. Like you don't gotta remind him about nothing. Like he is there on point.
I ain't gonna lie, Donovan. I'm the same thing. I got that same habit. Like last night, I procrastinated so bad that I had to turn in my assignment late today because I just procrastinated that bad. He gave us a week to read this part of this book and write a summary about it, and I ain't take none of those days to read it.
A week? How big is the book?
Well, it's for Mr. Hadley with AP Seminars, so it's like, I don't know, it's like different stuff we read like every week. It's just like part of different. I don't know, it's weird. It's like really weird, and I just can't get into it like for nothing. So it makes me procrastinate on it like really bad. That and like my AP US history work. But what I do is like I try to break it up into days. So especially if it's an assignment that's due like the next day, not the next day, but like a couple days from now, like breaking it up and doing like piece by piece every day for like 15 minutes. Because I can't ever just like sit and do homework for hours no matter how much I try. I have to break up like each assignment. So especially if it's something like long or something that can be broken up into parts, like break it up. Or even if it's like math and it's like 2 problems, do 1 problem this day, another problem the next time. Or if you have to do it in that same day, then just like break it up in time periods. So do like 1 after school and then 1 like a little bit later, like before you go to sleep. Because if I feel like I'm working too long, I'm going to just not want to work at all after that. So, like, I got to give myself, like, time and space in between, especially, like, with meetings and stuff. Schoolwork is just a different type of procrastination. Like, I don't procrastinate on nothing else except schoolwork. Like, I don't know what about it.
Yeah, that's how I am, too. Like, I really don't want to do schoolwork, but I have to, so.
Yes, and Gemma, how are you surviving with AP history?
Because I'm not. I am on the brink of failing. I mean, I'm not, but I am. I know I am. I have one assignment right now, which I never had missing assignments ever. I don't know how I had missing assignment. I swore I turned it in, but like whatever. I failed the first unit test we had. I got like a 15 out of like 30 something. I don't know. I know I failed it. I had like a 53%, and I never failed the test in my life. So AP US history is definitely timing up for me. It's throwing as many uppercuts and punches as it can, and I'm not blocking none of them. So I don't know what to do. I have a B- in his class right now with that missing grading. So I don't know. And I didn't go to school today, so I missed his class. So I'm lost. I don't even know what we're doing right now. I couldn't tell you.
Girl, that's better than what I got. And I thought she was joking when she gave us work on the second day of school. And I'm like, okay. And I was doing good, but now I just like, I'm so like, I want a little strength with that class. And I'm like, I don't know how people making it. Like, it's this girl, she realized she's really, really smart. She got a C-. And that's how you know it's not us, it's the class. It's not us.
Hey, yo.
No, seriously, the teachers be so boring. I don't know. The only interesting history teacher I had, she was black. Not like no offense, because he's a good teacher. I just don't think he's the teacher for me. Like, I don't think like all teachers are bad, but I think like specific students need specific teachers, and I need specific teachers. Like, I'm very smart and I can catch on fast, but like he's like a lecturer, like almost like a professor. Like, he just talks the whole class, and then like he assign the assignment and he just like expect you to know it. And it's just like, I don't work like that. You got to give me activities. You got to interact with me like I'm a kid, because I am. I don't have that 24-year-old mindset where I'm going to just sit and listen to you talk and take notes. No, I need assignments. I'm going to need you to make it fun. I need to remember it. I need colors. Because you want me to remember all these old white people in history, all that King George the 5th, the 7th, the 8th, the 16th, with no, I just can't. I'm so lost. The A push, like, it's pushing me over the edge. I'm so sick of that class. I'm thinking about dropping it.
And when I tell y'all, we get project at the project, essay at the essay, like, I promise y'all, I had like 2 projects for our class last week, and I just finished the essay. Why are we getting all this? Like, be for real with yourself. And so, like, and I think I would retain it more if it was a black person teaching it, because it's like, You know how some white people, they have, not to be racist enough, but they have like that little black tang or something and you can retain it, but like like that. But it is like with her, I need something to relate. Like, how can I relate to you? You're not even from Baltimore. Like, I'm going to relate to you. It's better if you have somebody to relate to when they teach you history. Don't do that, Miss Johnny, because I'm so for real. Like,
Dang, look at this town. Donovan, what you was saying? You said somebody made you rethink your whole pathway.
Yeah, like at the beginning of the school year, like this one, I was in foundation of tech for my pathway, and like the teacher would just talk, and then we started doing this project, and everybody in the class was confused. I asked him, "How do we do it?" And he told me what I already knew. I switched my pathways. It was enough. I was done.
my pathway is only what's keeping me in Western right now. Like, that's engineering is the easiest thing. It always been half for me.
That's crazy. Tima, what you got to say? You looking like you got something to say about that.
You said me?
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to like breaking bad habits, I feel like I've learned to, I don't know, I've also learned to like kind of come up with solutions, you know, and even ask for help. Like, for example, for my pre-calc class, we don't even have a teacher. Like, Western is like, and like, we don't even have a teacher. We have a whole sub. And so, you know, I had talked to Cam about it. I was like, what should I do? And she's like, go on Han Academy and all that. Just kind of build up skills on there until you do get a teacher so you're not behind. So I'm happy I'm doing that. But it's sad how we don't even have a teacher. Like, that's sick.
So the person that's in there not teaching though, the sub, they like,
She's not teaching. They just give us like paperwork and it says pre-calc at the top. But it's really like work we did like in 9th, 10th grade. Like, it's not really pre-calc.
Yeah, that's the thing about algebra too. Like, it's not hard or anything, but I need something that's gonna, you know, push me. And they, for some, because my schedule conflicted, they didn't give me honors. So I'm like, okay, now y'all are playing with me because y'all want me to pass, but y'all classes are boring for me. And I always had that problem in school. And it's not that I'm like I don't know the work or something, and that's why I get like C's or something. It's because the class is boring. It's not pushing me to where I need to be.
Look, I couldn't deal with it, obviously. So, yo,
Cam, that's my favorite teacher. I have him right now. He's so cool. Like,
well, I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all on this procrastination stuff because I'm gonna just get it done type person. Like, I'm like, look, you got something to do, just go ahead and get it done, get it over with.
No, Miss Jody. A push is a different breed. I'm trying to tell you.
It gotta be the way you describe it.
Like, it's just I don't know. I don't know who's ever, and we all sleep in his class. The whole time he's talking, the whole class is asleep. He never try to wake us up because he know he's boring. I don't know. It's terrible. There's no reason your whole class should be asleep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sister got so much work. Yeah. One time I went to sleep, I woke up and they started a whole essay. Never again go to sleep today.
Yo. So when you woke up, they was doing the essay.
Yes, like she gave us these packets, we found the evidence, we annotated, and then that's when they on their second paragraph. I'm like, first of all, I didn't even start my thesis. What are y'all doing?
Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. I'm a calendar person too, and y'all know I like my whiteboards. So if it's something big, I got to put it on my calendar. Like, all right, this is the time I'm going to do it, and have my time right there.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it in the food insecurity group chat, but it's this. We got this app now. It's amazing. It's called Time Tree, whatever, and it lets you know like what's about to come up, the meetings. We started using it with Haya, but I'm using it and it's amazing.
Y'all using it as a group?
Like it's like a group calendar.
Okay, food insecurity. Let me find out y'all team really want to come up.
I mean, we have to. We sick of getting dragged all the time.
Yo. Oh man. Hey, Tay said her next investment is a whiteboard Google app calendar. Yes, that's the same thing I use. Google Calendar. I love it. All right. Well, what y'all ready for? Y'all ready to do our jewels or what? I can't believe Laura Red stood me up, yo. And if y'all know who she is, make sure y'all lean on her because
Wait,
I'm getting on her.
who is that?
She was a part. She started in Gear Round. I think
You
she
know
came.
Laura?
Yeah,
No.
she was on Success Session sometimes.
She was
Yeah.
supposed to be a part of Hire too, but like she never submitted her PowerPoint. I was trying to work with it, but like it just never happened. So
You must be talking about the wrong person.
no,
You talking about
I'm pretty sure I'm talking about the same person.
ain't no way.
That hopped on
She
YouTube.
texted me, said she wanted to be a part of Hire. I had her on the email list.
No
She was
way.
down every day trying to figure out how we could do this PowerPoint. And
I
then
don't.
like she just dropped off the face of the earth and then like never came to the interview. She scheduled a time and all of that. Yeah.
DA.
Yes. Last name Hunter, I think. Yeah. I think we're talking about the same person. That was on the vaccine team at a certain point. Yeah.
Not gonna hold you, Miss Johnny. I muted her page, so I really don't see her on the timeline.
You did. She getting better, y'all. And see, that's why I wanted her on here to talk because all that kind of stuff is like real life situations that she's working on. And like it's this one big thing too that she finally like gave up as well. Like, man. All right.
Maybe in the future.
You right. You right. You right. But Tay said she followed her on IG. Yeah, I mean she just need a lot of support. That's all. That's all, you know. And like when this is your first time being around other people that also want success, like it could feel different, especially when you've been around the whole opposite your whole life. So but yeah, that child wasn't never getting into no high. I don't even know why you even entertain.
Jody,
I don't know why you even
there. I haven't seen her in a while. You were saying that she was getting better. So I was like,
higher better.
oh.
Not higher better. Yo.
Wait, I have a question. What if somebody like want to learn about mental health or whatever? Will we just do presentation to them, or can they join Hire but not as like getting paid? They just learn it.
I mean, they come to the Hire sessions every first and third Wednesday of the month. I mean, that's like a part of it. I mean, I guess.
Naeem, I forgot about you. Like, where are you?
I know he was gone.
Great, where's Naeem at?
See, look, listen, I was letting y'all having y'all thing. I was just waiting patiently so I could go ahead, you know, like little baby said, go say my jewel, you feel me? Like, you feel me? Like, you know, go ahead and say my jewel, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you feel me? I don't know how to do it. I try.
Okay, yo, what's your jewel? Yo, what's your jewel?
My jewel is I can't even think right now because my school just this is so out of. I don't want to say it's dumb, but it's kind of is at the same time. But I would say my jewel is know your worth. Like know your worth. Don't let nobody underestimate you. And yeah, and I'm out. You feel me? And I'm out.
He just did that chair back. Get your little brother.
Bro, brother, I'm older than everybody.
Go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
you like 13, please.
13. Hold on. I'm about to be
You're like in
17.
the 10th grade.
I'm in the
Alright.
10th grade already.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be a junior, but I started school late.
Oh, all right. We gotta get our
Yeah.
jewels in because security about to start. Go ahead, track star.
All right, so I'm gonna say put yourself first. So if y'all gotta close that computer from doing work because y'all stressed, then do that. I did that yesterday. It's really good. And yeah, just put yourself first and find yourself. So see y'all.
Yes, thank you, track star. Go ahead, daughter.
My jewel is to cut out all the distractions. I got it from Naeem actually. But like, if you got homework you need to do and you know your phone keep distracting you, throw it to the wall. Just cut it off. Something. All right. Bye. See y'all.
Yes. Thank you, Dawn the Dawn. Go ahead, Tima.
My jewel for everyone. This is not a procrastination jewel. This is more like a general jewel. Just for your goals, journey, and all that. I would say just always trust your journey. Understand that a lot of people just try to find their purpose before they go into their journey, but understand that your purpose is the point. Like your purpose is the point of your journey, but not the motivation for it. So don't try to be like, okay, so what's the purpose of me going to college? What's the purpose of me starting this new business? Understand that all that will come after. It's just it's like unknown. Like look at it as an unknown, but always try to go into your journey and just understand that your purpose is always the motivation for it and not the point. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Yes. Thank you, Tima. Thank you, Tima. And look, y'all, they over here talking about we got all Poly and Western on here. This is what I'm saying. We need them bad. Where them bad schools, y'all? All them schools that can't read, y'all. Don't know what an A push is. Where are they at? Go ahead, Jimmy, to deliver. Let us get your jewels, and then we're gonna roll into your next session.
I gotta give a jewel. That man had 2 jewels today. All right. I had it, but then I lost it. Oh my god, I just was very sad. I think it was for you to make good habits, you got to get rid of your bad ones. So start knocking the bad ones off the list, and then you can start filling that list back up with good habits and make your life a whole lot smoother. That was my jewel.
We love that. We love that. Hey, get Marvo up here. They can't hardly read. Get them up here. Yo. Any bad school, get them up here. All right, we waiting on your partner in crime, but I guess you got it, yo. So you said this not self-care.
No, I don't know who told you self-care.
Y'all was giving self-care vibes. Tell us what this is, and I'm about to leave you.
All right, so today we talking about COVID. So it's gonna be a 3-part series. So today we identifying what is COVID-19 and our experiences with COVID. And then the next session is gonna be more around vaccines and things like that. Then the next session is gonna be something else COVID related. But all throughout these 3 sessions, you're gonna learn a lot, and they should all connect. And you should know something. You should be leaving here with something. You should be questioning things. So yeah, we also gonna have a town hall, so we're gonna get some questions from y'all for that. And that's gonna be, I think, the second week of November. So that's coming up. It's gonna be a town hall, it's gonna be doctors on there, so y'all can ask as many questions as y'all got. But we do got some information for y'all here today. And it's gonna be a prize if you come to all 3 sessions and you get all 3 code words that's gonna be announced in each session. You're gonna get a little prize. So I think it's gonna be a first place, a second place, and a third place. So yeah, y'all gonna win some money. So we'll get to that, but it's all about COVID.
All right, all about COVID. What's up, Sid? How you feeling?
What's up, Bitch Joni? What's up, Slim?
All right,
I'm going
excited.
good. I'm ready for today's session.
Yes, well, y'all go ahead and do y'all thing, and I'll see y'all back in a little bit.
About time we get on here. I've been looking forward to this all week.
All month.
All right, so what you want to start with, Jim? You want to just start?
All right, so I guess we can start off with the question. I want to see what y'all know, and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit. Well, not a little bit, but it's kind of a little bit. It's not much to it. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I know after y'all tell me what y'all know about COVID or what y'all think y'all know, what it is, scientifically. You ain't gotta get all wordy. Ain't nobody that good at science, but just tell us what y'all think it is or what's y'all impression of what y'all think COVID is, and we gonna get to that in the chat, and then I guess I can, while we waiting for that, me and Sid can kind of tell y'all about what I first thought it was at first and all of that. So I didn't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about viruses, vaccines, nothing. I ain't gonna say I never had a vaccine because you do gotta get shots for school, but I never knew what they was for. I just thought I don't know. I thought they just was want to stop me from having a snotty nose. I honestly didn't know what they was for. When they all Hep B and C and all this other stuff, I just be I have no idea what you're talking about. Just give me the shot so I can go to school. So I never knew what it was or nothing like that. I never had a flu shot, and I never just understood the whole I I don't know, the whole vaccine and prevention thing, like I just never understood it. So I know people get sick and all that, but like just ever since I was younger, never had like the background to like really understand like viruses and all that. So it was just kind of like a blank, especially when just COVID came around. I was just like still like not say I didn't believe it. Like I thought it definitely was like a virus, going around, people was getting sick and unfortunately dying and all that. But I just still didn't like come to grips on what it like actually was until I got like the right information about it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And yo, Jimmy, you got me dead. Like you just thought it stopped you from getting a runny nose, a snotty nose. I'm dead. But so when it came to me, and when I first like heard about COVID, I thought it was just another one of those things that wouldn't affect us. Like how you hear about stuff that happen outside of the country. They say, oh, something happening in China, something happening. They having wildfires in California. You just like, dang, that's crazy. Like all I heard was, COVID come from Chinese people eating bats. That's what I heard. And I'm just like, well, I know ain't nobody here eating bats, so we ain't really gotta worry about none of that disease stuff. But then I started following with it and I started hearing that it was spreading to like places closer and closer to the US. And I'm like, all right, like now I'm getting a little worried. Then when I heard about cases being here and how we was going to potentially have to go into quarantine, that's when I started being like, oh snap, like this is real. This is not just no one of those things that we just watch on the news and just shake our head like and say, damn, that's crazy. Like that's not one of those things. So yeah, that's how I learned about it. Um it's been an experience and I just can't believe that we still in it. Like I could have sworn like this thing was gonna blow over in a week. They told me, oh, y'all gonna be out of school for about 2 weeks my freshman year, and I returned to school as a junior. So this whole thing has just been way more than what I expected it to be. But it's been a blessing and a curse. I know a lot of people try to use the pandemic and COVID as an excuse for why they didn't do anything the whole time and why they wasn't successful and why they couldn't do the thing. Like don't get me wrong, like COVID and the pandemic has like took away a lot of opportunities from people and probably has slowed down a lot of people, but like it has also been an eye opener for other people. And one of those people were me. So yeah.
Yeah, just to touch on real quick before I read the comments, it definitely was like I know it's real, but like it was so like unrealistic at first, like when it was happening. I'm just like I couldn't believe it, like that we just couldn't leave the house because of this, like how everything just like changed overnight. And I was just like, wow, like this just what it is now. So it was kind of like just being forced to adapt. So I can see how it was difficult for people, but I definitely can. I'm a product of it, of course, but definitely see like how the pandemic motivated a lot of people and just gave us time to kind of like find things within ourselves. So I ain't gonna say it was beneficial. It was beneficial, like you could get good things out of it, but it also wasn't the best times for everybody as well. So I don't know. It was just a lot. But in the comments, I know Yo-Yo said something. I gotta scroll back on my phone. So hey, I'm Tay. I'm gonna just call you Tay. I hope that's just your name. He said a deadly disease that attacks your immune system. Yolanda said so uneducated about the COVID vaccine, it should be a crime. Yeah, definitely. Like I learned about it in school my 10th grade year from my chemistry teacher, but it wasn't like in depth. It was just like one lesson, and like we had sessions that like it was optional for you to go to learn about it. So that was one thing that I know Polly did. Like we was actually talking to people who was actually like making the vaccines, and we came there and took notes for like extra credit and all of that. So it was required for like some classes, but still optional because it's extra credit. But yeah, we did have like some of those options last year, so that was kind of helpful. But it's still like all confusing, like understanding like what the vaccine is and what COVID is and all that. Like if you're not a science like type person, or like you basically not you, if you're a science geek, you'll love it. Try to tell you, you'll love it. There's a bunch of ins and outs for you to be all fascinated about. But if it's not really your cup of tea and you don't know nothing about it, coming from like an uneducated background, it's going to be a little confusing. But as long as the right person explaining it to you and breaking it down to you, it is just going to take about an hour to break it down because there's a lot to it. But we ain't going to get into all that today. We're just going to get y'all like the run through. But yeah, it definitely is like a lot of different components to it. A lot to understand once you understand what COVID is, and then understanding what the vaccine is and what the vaccine does to COVID. it's just like all in all a lot. Naeem, the question was like, what is COVID? What do you think COVID is? Like, what's your impression of it, like overall as a virus?
And while Naeem put in the chat his response, I'm just laughing on the inside because I'm just thinking about like how during the beginning of the pandemic, it used to be so funny because you couldn't really go nowhere. So I would look at the littlest places as like the funnest places ever. Like my mom would be like, "You want to go to Walmart?" I'm like, "Yes!" Like, "Oh my God, yes, let's go to Walmart. Let's go to Big Lots." Oh my God, I'd be fascinated with everything in there. It was like a field trip. Like it was just so fun to me, and I just thought it was fun. Period. Like being in this pandemic situation that you only really heard about in books. Like I heard about plagues and stuff like the bubonic plague and the history books and stuff. So it kind of was like, ooh, we get to live in this. But like, was I wrong? I didn't expect it to like be like this. Um, what else was I gonna say? But yeah, back to what I was saying. Like it was a blessing and a curse for a lot of people. I still want to relate this to mental health somehow because we on here with higher and all of that. So it's a blessing and a curse for some people. A lot of people were like, good. I get to stay in the comfort of my own home, and I get to stay and do work, and I get to just be in my house, in my room, in my quiet time all the time. And for other people, it was the exact opposite. Like a lot of people come from different households that use school as a out. What am I about to say? Use school as an outlet. They use school to get food. They use school to socialize. They use school like just to get away from their household situation. And like not a lot of people have their own space in their house where they just feel comfortable being at all the time, or have that environment where they are able to really focus and apply themselves to virtual school. So it was definitely a very big mental health impact on a lot of people, whether it was for the best or not. But I'm just glad that now things are sort of getting back to normal. But I hate when people say normal really, because it's never going to be normal again. Like this is the new normal, yes. But will it ever be the way it used to be? No. Like a lot of people have dealt with a lot of things during the pandemic. A lot of people have discovered a lot of things about themselves during the pandemic, discovered new mental illnesses, or new things has formed. Like a lot of things has come out of this situation. So when people say, yeah, it's like hurry up and get vaccinated so everybody think everything can go back to normal. Like it's never going to go back to normal. I always say that.
Yeah, nothing is never gonna be the same after all of this, considering just how much everybody has grown throughout this whole process of being isolated at home and quarantine, coming back, in person with some things and all of that. Nobody's ever gonna be the same. I doubt anybody who is living through this is the same person they was when this first started. I promise you're not. So just overall, this time where everybody has grown and just seeing how everybody is different, nothing is ever gonna go back to how it was before because everybody has changed. People have grown up. People have been welcomed back new into the world. So it's just like all these new things, nothing's ever gonna be back normal. So it's never gonna feel like we're back to that place where we started. We can't go back in time, so we're only moving forward. So everything from now on is just new learning experiences, it's growth. So all of that is like why I believe like nothing's just ever gonna go back to normal, regardless of the fact of us wearing masks probably right for the next 2 years because people don't know how to act. Like just outside of all of that, I just think that nothing's ever going to be deemed as normal because we're always changing. So nothing is ever. It's not really a set normal. So that's why I'm saying that. Naeem said,
Yeah.
oh, "Go ahead, Zed."
I would really say I definitely agree. And while we're on this topic, I want everybody that's watching to just comment something in the chat, something productive or positive that they got out of the pandemic and out of being in quarantine and things like that. I know for me, I was able to get more involved with Heart Smiles, which led me to more opportunities. And what else? I started my podcast that helped a lot of people and still helps a lot of people, influences a lot of people. I started different business ideas and business ventures, with the services with Gemma. I started the Sydney's Key to Confidence boxes, helping people reach their version of confidence while in the pandemic, because that's what I took the pandemic as, like an opportunity to use this time while everybody is going crazy. Like a lot of people sit home like, dang, they spend a lot more time with themselves than usual when they start looking at themselves thinking like maybe I don't like this, or maybe I don't like that. And it's just like, what can I do to help? So I took that opportunity to, influence people and create my Instagram, my social media to help inspire people and influence people during like a rough time. I took something, that's not so great, this pandemic and this virus, but I turned it into something, meaningful. I turned it into something I felt like would help other people. So what is people doing during COVID? What is something that you've done during COVID or the pandemic that has turned out to be good? Jim, I know you can go because I know you was doing your own thing during the pandemic too.
Nah, I was ready to go. I was ready to sum it all up and just say heart smiles, but we ain't gonna make Miss Joni heart melt too much today. But definitely heart smiles, getting more involved with them, and heart smiles led to higher, and then everything was just like everywhere from there. And then heart smiles led to the podcast and the vaccine team, and just like everything. So yeah, definitely thankful for heart smiles and getting involved with that, and just like something to keep me busy and not like just like going to like a dark place, because I know a lot of people could have went down that way if you don't have anything like motivating, or if you're just living in like a negative environment in general. So definitely like thankful for all the things that came out of it, like all this like I'm pointing the wrong way. All this artwork behind me and all of that stuff, developing my craft and my talent with being an artist was a really big thing. And I think because I had so much free time, that it kind of let that like inner creativity and artist in me like really get out, because I never really had the time to just like sit down and create art. So I'm definitely thankful for just like that break of time where I was just like home and had nothing to do, and I was able to just like look within myself and perfect certain things. So I wish I could get that break of time again, because always need extra time. You know how much I could do with if I would have started doing if I was how I was now at the start of the pandemic, I'd be president. I'm trying to tell you, I'd be president. Y'all know how hard I would have worked during that time. I started about midway through the pandemic, getting my life together. So I'm trying to tell you, if I was who I am now when the pandemic started, so you just call me Miss Joni. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, I would have worked that hard, but definitely like.
Yeah, I was ready to say, slap a black hoodie on, put a heart on, and call you.
No, for real, give me the red black Jordans, the black.
Get a feet.
Give me the little curve. I was saying, I'm not doing this with you tonight. I'm not. It was never a moment where this city is not dying of laughter. Like, we be on the bus, like, laughing. It's just, I don't know how we do it. I don't know how we got to the higher conference without stopping for 15 minutes to laugh, because every time we doing something together, like, we always laugh for like 10 minutes straight. It's ridiculous. But yeah, the sipping paints, becoming a teacher as well as a student, so learning about mental health, learning about leadership from Heart Smiles and Higher, but also teaching other people about art, like through the sipping paints, is just like, I don't know, it was top tier. It was the highlight of my summer. Being a mentor with the Virginia State's Attorneys Program, working with Granny Project, that was the highlight of my summer. I love Granny Project. And if Miss Joni don't put me back on there for next summer, it's going to be a problem. I know I'm going to just be popping up wherever they banging the food at, because I'm going to be a part of the Granny Project, because one, the food was just amazing. And I don't know, I just love the energy. Like Charles and Ma, like it was fun. Every Sunday we went. I wish it was every day, but every Sunday it was lit during the summer. I promise y'all, like everybody should just be a part of the Granny Project. It was too fun. But yeah, the pandemic brought a lot of good things. Definitely experienced like some losses and things like that. But overall, like I definitely improved a lot within myself, saying a lot within myself, saying a lot within other people, and was like, I'm gonna leave them alone because I see how they really is, all this time at home, and that's what you're doing. Cool, let me keep my distance. But yeah, the pandemic definitely brought a lot. But before we move on to like our experiences, I want to give y'all this little thing that's gonna like not debunk, but like explain some of the rumors and like where they coming from. And Sid kind of touched on it earlier about like COVID coming from China, and with Chinese people eating bats and all that. So the big thing and where that came from, when we were taught by, I believe his name is Dr. G, but when we were part of the vaccine team with John Hopkins, we got an information session about COVID-19, and it was just like really informative, and that was the best way anybody has ever broken down to me. So basically, COVID-19 is like, I don't know how to pronounce it, so don't even do me. But I think it's like zoonotic or something like that. It's zoo Notic, yeah, that. But yeah, it's like a zoonotic virus, so that means it comes from animals and then it's transferred in between animals and humans, and that's how it was spread. So that's where the whole bat thing came from. It came from them eating bats and all that necessarily, but it could have came from like any animal, honestly, that just was in contact with a human and then it spread like that. But you know how social media take things or whatever. You know, they see certain videos and then they take it and run with it, and then like that's just kind of how the rumor started. So basically that's what it is. The COVID-19 was essentially originated from passing through animals and humans and then, spreading from there like that. Let me look back at my notes and find out what else. So COVID-19 is like, it's caused by a coronavirus, which can be many different things, but a coronavirus called SARS, so SARS, and then I think it's dash COVID-2 or something like that. But yeah, so it all just come from like these different strands of viruses and things like that. So it's all a lot, but just like a big thing is that it's passed through animals and humans, and then once it spread like that, it was just kind of like wildfire. And once viruses spread, they develop new strains, so such as like the Delta variant and the Delta Plus or whatever it was. So it basically gets stronger and it changes its ways that it attacks the human body, so that it's kind of like it's combating the vaccine because it's attacking your body in a different way. So that's why some people are saying like the vaccine is not effective because it only protects you against, this variant and not these variants, because the virus is constantly changing so that it can adapt and, basically keep growing. It's living off of us by infecting us. So the more it changes up and get more violent and harms the body more, it's basically just the worse it's going to be and the larger spread it's going to be. So that's the whole main point of the virus. That's its main mission, to get stronger, change up the code, speaking Naeem language, changing up the code, just attacking different things. But it is like a respiratory virus, so it does attack, things like your lungs and all that. People with asthma or different like diseases can be affected just a lot more than other people because they're already been affected, by that other thing with their respiratory system. So things are a lot worse in other people's cases and things like that. But that was just like what I had to tell y'all about COVID-19. I hope that like cleared up some of the things or like explained some of the rumors and all of that. And if y'all have any questions about it specifically, like that a professional will answer, because I'm not a doctor. So I'm only telling y'all stuff that y'all would not like run with and somebody would tell y'all wrong. So if y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask the professional, y'all can save them for the town hall, which of course we'll tell y'all about and you'll see a flyer for. But if not, you can put them in the chat and I'm going to take note of them so we can also ask them during the town hall. So drop them in the chat and then we're going to move on to what Sid had.
So, since Jim already touched on the virus and the basis of it, I want to touch on the vaccine and some of the myths and things that you might have heard, and me as well, and some concerns that you might even have, because I've had the opportunity of interviewing a health expert, and he was very thorough, very clear, and used like words that I was able to understand, so I can come back and tell other people. So one of the main concerns for main reason why I'm not vaccinated and why my mom's not vaccinated is because she fears that getting the vaccine would make me infertile. And so that's a major myth that is heard. Like, if you get the vaccine, that it's a major chance that you would become infertile and you won't be able to have kids. It does something to you that, causes you not be able to have kids in the future. So the way that the doctor, I forgot his name, is Dr. F, I believe. No, that's not Dr. Fauci, was from an interview I watched. But I got to tell you about that too. But anyways, this health expert that I had interviewed, he basically said that is definitely not true. But what is true is that the virus, COVID itself, causes infertility especially within men, because it affects circulation within the groin area and things like that, that creates sterile men, and that could also affect women. So that addressed a major part of one of the worries and concerns that I had, as well as a lot of many other females specifically. And another thing that was a major concern, especially within the Black community, was that maybe our bodies aren't set up for the vaccine because, you know, of us being African Americans, we're more susceptible to, you know, other health issues such as high cholesterol, diabetes, and things like that because of our diet. And he basically said that the vaccine is like any other shot, basically, like the flu shot, you know, the shots you got to get, Jim mentioned, to go to school and things like that. It could possibly have side effects just like everything else. But, you know, he was saying that, would you rather get the vaccine and have more so of a chance not to contract COVID or spread it to anyone else? Or would you take the risk of going unvaccinated and possibly contracting the disease and passing it to people who aren't able to get vaccinated, such as pregnant women, people with health conditions, and things like that? And he also said that when they tested the virus, I mean, not the virus, when they tested the vaccine or other people, they made sure to include African Americans, and there were no like record of specifically African Americans dying from the vaccine because our bodies are different from other people's. So that cleared another major concern that I had. Another one that I heard, that I'm sure everybody else has heard on here, the virus makes us turn into zombies. Like that was a huge one. I was just like, yeah, I overlooked that one because, you know, I don't really take that in consideration. But a lot of people do think that it causes mutation within our DNA that makes you zombie like and things like that, and that is not the case. He said that this is probably what do you say, like a rumor because of the fact that it's around Halloween time. So he said, you know what, probably around the Christmas time, people gonna say that the vaccine changed you into an elf. You know, that's what the vaccine did. So it was like a lot of things around that. Like a lot of people who are uneducated, like I said, and ignorant about the vaccine, they make up whatever it is that they feel like makes sense because science is complicated. It's not understandable to everyone. So it's better to believe what makes more sense. So people come up with their own ideas and they run with it and they spread it and, you know, explain it to other ignorant people who lack the depth of understanding real scientific information. That's how all these rumors come about. That's why a lot of people are more so leaning to the side of, you know, oh, I don't know what's in that vaccine. How do you make the vaccine so quick? All of that. Like they made like all of those, you know, assumptions and ideas in their head because they just aren't educated and they're not really using the tools to get educated. Like I feel like now that we have the resources and we have the data and things like that, everybody can go see for themselves. And me personally, I'm on the Voices on Vax team, so I always tell everybody like I'm not telling nobody to get vaccinated. I'm just trying to educate people so they can make their own choice. Because I know it's a lot of concerns within me and other people as well, how they're kind of making the vaccine mandatory now. Like that's what raises a major concern. Like how you go from having a choice to get, you know, something to it becoming more mandatory, whereas though you can't do day-to-day things unless you're vaccinated. In some countries, in some areas of the world, they're requiring you to be fully vaccinated in order to go to markets, in order to, you know, do like basic things, which is very weird. You know, it's almost as if you want everybody to get vaccinated. Like, what is it about this vaccine that y'all want us to get so bad? You know, like we not understanding it. So that's just a big red flag. Since we talking about red flags are trend now. That's a red flag. They trying to push the vaccine on everybody without, you feel me, giving them a real option. That's a red flag. But yeah, I didn't talk your head enough. Off enough. Go ahead, Jimmy.
I'm not the red flags, but yeah, I definitely think I don't know. I honestly just lost my train of thought. But I think just touching on like our experiences again and touching back on like mental health and things like that. I honestly think that a lot of people learned a lot more about mental health during the pandemic because a lot of people just made it a big thing, especially like different organizations and like the school system. Like everybody was trying to like do their part and like bringing a lot more awareness to mental health, especially within youth, and just like supporting everybody during this hard time and identifying different mental health illnesses and just struggles that people may have during this time and trying to address it. and give people help and just like giving tips, especially Haya, prime example, giving people tips and just educating people about what mental health is and how it affects you and how it affected us through the pandemic, like even more. So I definitely think that that was a big part, and that a lot of people gained a lot of education during this time. I think the pandemic, like overall, was just like a really big learning experiences. So for doctors and scientists, the nurses, and everybody in the medical field, it was a learning experience for them for just combating a new virus and something that was different to them and that was multiplying at such a speed that it was. So that was a learning experience for them, learning how to come up with a vaccine, not knowing much about this virus that was presented to them. That was a learning experience. And we was learning about what was affecting us and what could be harming us, what could be infecting us, what we could possibly get if we was around too many people. So all in all, it was just a learning experience overall within yourself, within what's going on. I just think like everybody was just learning a lot. We learned a lot about students and what they could learn at home and what they couldn't learn at home, what was better for some people and what wasn't better for some people. So I think like overall it was just like forcing us into this big learning experience, and a lot of people came out a lot of different ways. So that was just pretty much all I had to say about it. Hey Tough Talk, you're not late. You ain't missed much, but since you're here, can you go ahead and tell us like your experience with COVID, or just like maybe something negative, maybe something positive. Just give us your experience with COVID, and anybody else in the chat, of course. Maybe y'all ain't his, but like we want to hear y'all experiences too. If you need help with something, maybe something that's still affecting you from the pandemic, you can always put it in the chat. We can give y'all some advice. If you know somebody who is struggling with something, we can also give you some advice with that. If you want to know more about something specific, put it in the chat. If y'all got questions, please ask them. If it's anything y'all confused about, we will sit here and we will look it up. We'll do our research and we'll figure it out together. So if you got questions, definitely ask them.
Hold on, Jim. I don't know if you can hear me, but I need to connect my AirPod real quick.
I can hear you. All right. So Taylor said negative for me was becoming antisocial. Yeah, when I go to 7th it's awkward. Yeah, definitely. I think Haya is kind of like forcing me out of that. Higher and school is kind of forcing me out of that antisocial bubble. So I just not even like when I came home from school, I just spontaneously was like, all right, I'm gonna run for president, for class president. I mean, I already was gonna do it, but like I don't know, when I got home, I just got that extra motivation to do it. And I don't know why, because I'm antisocial. Like I really don't. I'm quiet. I don't like talking to people that much, but I do like speaking up for the youth. So I was just like, why not just do it? But I definitely feel you on that one, Taylor, with that antisocial. I be stupid dumb quiet in school. I participate in class. I definitely raise my hand when I got questions, always participate. But I just definitely feel myself a lot more quiet and to myself. When I be home, I don't even really want to talk to nobody. In the morning, I want to talk. When I get home, I want to talk. And it's not even because I'm tired from school. It's just because I'm used to like just being home and not really talking. You know how I'm by, of course, to the people that live here, but just used to like being in my room, chilling, meetings, and then like that's it. So I don't really know nothing else except like Zoom. Like that was it. So breaking out of that has been like it's definitely been something. But like having friends that I made in 9th grade and then coming to see them again junior year, that kind of helped a lot because it wasn't like awkward because I was seeing them sometimes over the summer and all of that. So it wasn't that bad, but for some people it's just so different in class now, like the atmosphere. Like they used to have to tell us to be quiet. Now they be asking us to talk, begging us. Everybody just be on their phones or everybody just quiet. Like they be begging us to talk. So I definitely see like how the antisocial factor has affected like everybody really. Nobody is used to just like being able to like actually physically see different people every day and like talk to them. So I definitely feel you on that one.
Yeah, and I agree with Taylor as well. When she said she became antisocial and stuff. Listen, it's been the same experience for me. I can honestly say before this whole pandemic and quarantine and everything like that, I was very like social. I had a lot of different friends from a lot of different grades, a lot of different, different. We was just all different. I had a lot of different people, period, and I just had like a lot of options and varieties of people to hang out with and stuff like that. So like my ninth grade year, I was friends with a lot of 11th and 12th graders. I was in a ROTC program, so I had like a little community, a little family, and everything like that. During the pandemic, I dropped out of ROTC. The 11th and 12th graders graduated. So it was like, it was really none of that. It was just like everything really changed for me. And it was very, very hard getting back into the swing of things, especially the first week of school. It did a number on me. Like, it really did a number on me just coming back. And, a lot of things changed, and a lot of things about people change. And some people were just very, like, ignorant towards it. Like, for me, when I went to school the first week of school, like, when I was a freshman, I used to be more attentive to certain things, like what I wore. You're a freshman, you want to look nice, you want to always be like, that was just how I was. But now coming back as a junior, especially after all this pandemic stuff, like I was more so like real chill and laid back. I was just so focused on worried getting back comfortable being in person. So like I really didn't care what I got on. I got like a lot of little comments and stuff, people like, oh, why you not talking as much, or why you look like that, or why you got that on, all this crazy crap. And I'm just like, listen, like everything is different. Everything's different. So, I don't really go to lunch no more. I don't really, because I just prefer to sit in a class since our lunch period is only like 20 minutes anyways. Like, why would I waste my time and go to the cafeteria and try to, I'm going to just stay near my classroom. So I stay in there, I eat my food, I chill, whatever, and I go back to class. And then a lot of people be like, yeah, I don't never really see you around. Well, you got this lunch period. Every now and then when I finally do go to lunch or go outside to the quad, you got this lunch. I've been in this lunch since first week of school. I just never come. That's crazy. You changed. You don't talk no more. It's none of that. It's just like you just see things differently now. You see some people differently now, and it's just the fact that when the pandemic first started, I feel like sometimes you can stay with people. Some people went up, some people stayed there, some people went down. So you're not on the same level as other people. During the pandemic, I know I did a lot of self-reflection, self-work, self-improvement, things like that. So it's like me, my mentality, my mindset, and my priorities just not the same as they were 2 years ago, a year ago. And that's just me now. And I value other things now than I did then. That's just that. So I can definitely say a lot of things has changed since the pandemic. Taylor, I also agree when you said it was so much better laying in bed when you eat. I cannot tell you how much money I made. Like this. And this how I make money. The whole pandemic, on camera. Listen, you look real professional at the top. I got a nice little top on, little button down. I'm on national conferences and stuff like that. And I got my underwear on the bottom. I got my pajama pants on the bottom. I know that every time I turn my camera off, I'm just like, let me take a quick little nap. All right, let me get back up. All right, yeah. So basically, like it was just a lot of perks and stuff that came with being in the virtual world, especially during school. Like I know in the beginning of school, virtually, they was trying to have you have your uniform on, your uniform top on. They was trying to have your camera on. I was like, okay. That lasted like the first 4 days of school. Like y'all can't make us do this the whole school year. So after that, I was chilling. We doing our work. I'm getting my work done, turning it in. Rest of class period, I'm napping. I'm making food. I'm cooking breakfast with my laptop right next to the stove. Here, present, and I'm like, they hearing grease popping in the background. I'm baking on the stove, cooking. They in the microwave in the background. I'm having fun with this. Like I definitely took advantage of this opportunity. Like, and I really will always remember this. Hopefully, we don't go back. That's just me. I don't want to go back. A lot of people are like, oh my God, I hope everything go back. I don't want to go back. I want to move forward. But that's just me and my experience. And like I said, it's some pros and cons, but it was definitely an interesting experience.
No, I definitely can relate to that. Multitasking during school, I miss it a whole bunch. Planning stuff like art stuff out, sketching, doing orders, doing class, like that was top tier fun. I mean, I'm doing trigonometry in my notebook over here, and I got my paint stuff over here. Like it was just, I don't know, it was fun. Like that was the most multitasking I ever did. Being in the house, still doing chores, like still being a big sister on Zoom, doing orders and doing that. Like it was just, I don't know, it was fun overall. Them naps during class is better than the naps after class. Like I don't care what nobody say. I'm trying to like sleeping during class make it a whole lot better. Like, I promise you it does. But I'm going to read these comments real quick. So the Tough Talk, she said she experienced COVID herself, so she knows the horrors of it and how serious it can be. But it also put her in a position to really love the people that she has with her now. She also said it taught her to be happy with what she has and to work harder for what she wants. Definitely, I definitely agree with you, especially coming up from like just being an artist and not knowing much about like different mediums and like paint and stuff like that. I had to work with what I had to work with what Dollar Tree had and all of that. Like, so like the cheap paint and then like elevate into like learning different brands and buying expensive paint and expensive materials and better brushes from working with the dollar packs of brushes I was working with. And just like seeing the different art I can produce is definitely made me grateful for what I started out with and then what I worked hard to get to what I want. So I definitely can relate to that. And I'm going to let Sid go while we get some more comments real quick. And Sid just dropped off. So we back to the comments because I know Taylor been in here, so let me get to her stuff. So yeah, Taylor said negative, antisocial stuff. She said a positive was the opportunities and the plus was laying in bed at a meeting. I definitely can relate to that. When I started out with these meetings, I was definitely in my bed until, you know, things got a little cutthroat, had to be on camera or presentable and stuff like that. I mean, I was sitting in the back with the camera off, my bonnet on, like it was just getting real until I had to do those meetings and I had to get up every day, do my hair, you know, get all like top half presentable. So it definitely it definitely was a positive. Taylor said if you can enforce one rule to help people stay safe, what would it be? I don't know. I feel like that was all the rules that we could enforce, you know, the social distancing and all of that. But if it's like one thing, it would be like staying away from your family members who don't live in your household. Just because your aunt is your aunt and she always come over, don't mean that lady don't got COVID. You don't know who she's saying or who your uncle's saying or your cousin. Da, 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 da. Anybody had a virus just because they're your family member or a close friend don't mean they got it. Like that burned me up the whole time. Well, yeah, I'm going to a family function, you know, close family members only, da 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 da. And I'm just like, none of y'all got on masks. None of y'all social distancing. Y'all just all in granny apartment. Granny nursing home apartment with
And
this
you know what, yo?
lady, and y'all just no man, no nothing, and y'all just think it's cool because y'all family. So it's just like,
Hey,
cut
Gemma.
it out.
Gemma. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was saying like that is so true, and it's crazy because I've experienced that multiple times. Like, do you know how ignorant it is for someone to be waiting? This is back when you had to wait like 7 to 10 days for your COVID test results. You know how ignorant it is to still go to functions knowing you just got tested for COVID because you've been displaying some symptoms? Why it happened to my family and why my mother and father contracted COVID because of that? Yeah. My mother decided to have a little birthday function for her birthday. She called herself inviting her little close people. And one of our cousins, who had just got tested for COVID that day, came. No mask, no nothing. She just there with the symptoms. Can't smell or taste anything, eating the food, drinking the juice, the mimosas and stuff. Really? So, you know, now, a few days later, my parents can't get out of bed. They wondering what happened. Then they find out, but Bookie and them, you feel me, had COVID. You know, like that's ridiculous. You know, so it was just like stuff like that is inevitable. I mean, not inevitable. Is what was I saying? It's avoidable. Stuff like that is avoidable. Okay, like if you already knowing. Okay, listen. If you can't smell something, you can't taste something. Go ahead and diagnose yourself. Listen, it's been times where I'm like, listen, I coughed twice in a row. Like, listen, God, not me. Like, not me.
No,
Lord,
seriously, your nose get stopped up. You wake up one morning, one nostril clogged.
Listen, I
like,
know,
please let this COVID test come back negative.
I
When I
know
think
in the past. I know that I've been ducking and dodging this virus, but I ain't ready yet, you Lord, not me. Like, sometimes you gotta have that conversation, but like seriously though, people really do be showing up to functions knowing they not right. Taylor said, "Have I had any bad experiences with social distancing?" Yo, yes, and it's in the most public places, which I don't understand, like the supermarket. If you see me standing 6 feet behind the person in front of me, why would you stand directly behind me in the line?
No, why you on my shoulders?
Why are you on my
Sir,
shoulders? You shouldn't
neck
be able to
up.
smell me. You shouldn't be able to smell me. I shouldn't be able to just feel your breath on my neck.
No, literally,
It's
trying to share my
pandemic.
jacket. Back
That's
up. And I think
insane.
people had this problem before the pandemic. Not even really lie. Like,
We might as well share carts at this point. You want to be all in my space? Put your food in
you
my
go
cart.
home with me?
We go home together. Like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like, yo, some people, like, I think a lot of people was over the denial of COVID phase, and a lot of people was at that phase where they like COVID ain't real. I think everybody got over that now. But still, the way some people be acting is just like, yo, this stuff is real. People is dying. Like, oh my God. Hey, I'm Tay. I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is Soul. I don't think it's Soul. But she said, COVID taught me how to be grateful. Yeah, she said, Soul is so surreal, something like that. But she said, COVID taught me how to be grateful for what I got and to turn wine from water because I was broke most of 2021 after having everything, money, clothes, a car in 2020. God sat me down. Yeah, absolutely. It was definitely times during COVID where I was down bad. And I'm not even talking like, money wise and materialistic wise. I'm really talking like mental wise as well. Like it was really parts where it got real dark, like, all right, like this ain't funny no more. This ain't cute. This ain't it's been 4 months. Like, what's up? Y'all talking about we ain't going back to school for my sophomore year. What you mean? Y'all keep leading us on. So it was like, all right, now wrap this up. I got stuff to do this summer. So it was definitely getting very depressing. And I just had like, a lot of people not religious, and I don't really enforce that on nobody. But it was times where I really just had to sit down with myself and, talk to my God and just do my research, read my books and do stuff to just keep me motivated and, my positive self. But but Buki, Taylor, yep, I'm so serious. Buki, but all of them, tell them wear their mask when they showing up to them functions. It's not a joke out here.
No, seriously. And if you feeling sick, just stay home. Like,
hold on, Taylor said she got another question.
It's not that deep. But Taylor, our question was, do you think the virtual world is safer? If so, how do you think people can balance being virtual and get some fresh air? So I know that was one thing me and Cindy definitely did, was balance that virtual life with going outside and all that, especially when everything started opening back up. I know like I live by a gas station and a convenience store, Family Dollar. So those were always open because those were like necessary. And I'm a store runner because my mother, she got 5 kids and we're all store runners. So if you're old enough to walk and you can go to that store, you know how to count money or use that card, you're going to that store. So going to the store is like the highlight of my day because we always gotta go. There's a lot of us in here, so we always need bread, milk, something like that. So definitely like getting that fresh air with going to the store, whether I have my mask on or not, like definitely getting that fresh air, seeing outside, seeing cars driving, seeing the cash register. Like it was just like, wow, like seeing them field trips, like it just was like a new species. Like I don't know what it was. It felt like I was in an aquarium, like I was looking at stuff. I don't know, but looking through the Family Dollar glass, looking at the drink through the refrigerator. No, but like really like getting that fresh air, or like when me and Sid would like walk to the supermarket or like go to Subway, get some Subway or something like that. Going to the hair store, the nail salon up by our house took like forever to open, but we ain't gonna get into that. But going to get our nails done eventually, like definitely getting that fresh air from being in school virtually and like working virtually, it was definitely a lot. So definitely like going on dates, out to eat, like all of that definitely helped and balanced like me still being sane and like actually a human being rather than like just Gemma Chester on the camera, the formal introduction, the 16-year-old that goes to Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, that's a junior, da, 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 da. Like it definitely breaks me away from that and bring me back to like just Gemma. breaking away from being a service sister on the business presentation and being a unique art, on it, like all of that, breaking away from that and just like going to do like regular things, like going to the park, like all of that is just always needed. So I definitely think like that's a big part, especially if you're still like staying home a lot or still doing a lot of things virtual. Like Miss Joni, she still get out, she still go to the gym, all of that. So making sure you're doing something for yourself that's actually like outside and a really good like activity is like always important. So pick up a new hobby or something, whatever you're doing inside, I promise you can do it outside too. Whether you just sit in the backyard on a porch, y'all know we love sitting on the porch. It ain't not wrong with going to sit on the porch. That was one thing we always did, was sit on the porch in the morning, or in the evening, definitely in the summer. So definitely go sit on the porch. I don't know about now because it's getting cold out, but just being around in your neighborhood is always good too, unless it's not safe, then I advise you stay off the streets because things is getting crazy out here and they just shooting anyway. So definitely be careful. But if you cool with your neighborhood, definitely walk around. You might meet some new people. So definitely getting that fresh air is always important.
Definitely, Jim. And you just reminded me about something I never forget because this was hilarious. And I always say this to myself from now on, ever since you said it to me. I never forget the day after me and you graduated from entrepreneurship class during the pandemic. We had just won the what was it, the prize, what was it, $500 prize, the investment prize or whatever. And it was a long day. Like, me and you had been practicing on it for forever. We had been in class every week for the past 2 months. And I just never forget the day afterwards. It was like a Saturday. And me and you, we went to get our nails and toes done the next morning. And I was like, yo, Gemma, I said, so I think I got an email for the service. You said, listen, Sydney. You said, Sydney, I'm not a service sister today. I'm not a heartbeat today. I'm not a higher ambassador. I'm not none of that. All right. I said I'm just Gemma today. All right. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing else but Gemma. All right. I said, you know what? You're right. We need a break. We deserve it. So like ever since then, like I be telling myself that I got to remind myself, like, listen, it's okay not to be, those things some of the days, because it can get real like heavy. Just because we make it look good, like Gemma, she get on here all the time and she's smiling and she doing everything, and I get on here and I got my podcast and we always smile, we on these meetings and everything, but like just because we make it look good don't mean it's heavy. Like it gets heavy after a while. So like Gemma said, it's a lot of things that I feel like come into play with staying virtual and like also getting some fresh air. Like I never forget also, like during the pandemic, I think Gemma and her family might have even had like COVID at one point or been in contact with somebody that had COVID. And Gemma had basically told me, I'm like, yeah, yo, what's up? Like, I'm like, you want to come over here? Like, you want to come watch a movie with me? So I ain't really lie. I said, me and my family ain't been feeling good. I'm like, oh man. So, I went to the dollar store and I made her a nice little gift box and I put all her favorite snacks in there, the little nasty, fancy looking chocolates that be at the front of the dollar store, and all her little stuff, her munch and munches and all that good stuff. Put all that in the bag, put a little card in there, and I double masked up because I stay safe. And I walked up to her house and I said, "Come outside." And I handed her a little bag, like, get better, I hope y'all feel well and all of that. Y'all need anything, let me know, So I think it's definitely good having that balance and just still being there for your friends and your family as well during this time, but also being there for yourself. As far as the virtual world being safer, I think it depends on what it is you're talking about. Like being safer health wise, yes. Like if you're trying to limit COVID and all of that, yeah, I think if we all was to stay virtual, then COVID cases was to crack down and stuff like that. But safer mentally wise and emotional wise, I don't really think so. Like I think a lot of people might think it's best for them because that's more comfortable for them to be in their house in their room all day long every day and not have to really go out into the real world. But it's really not, realistic. And I'm not gonna say this, but it's not gonna be like this forever. So I feel like now what's going on now, taking these gradual steps of moving back to in-person learning and working in person and being able to go and do things outside of school and work, I feel like this is progress and that this is safer ultimately for everyone's, not only mental health, but physical health. I know a lot of people gain weight sitting at home all day, keep eating, being on meetings, being on school, eating. So it's like, I feel like ultimately in person is safer. So yeah, I think I answered your question, Taylor. Um, but yeah, those are all the questions in here. But Jim, I mean, that's all I had to say. It's getting late. You know, Miss Johnny gonna get on here trying to get us off here
She ready to be in a private chat right now. Like 3 more minutes.
Right.
minutes.
Yeah, she gonna pop up back here soon, out the blue.
But one more thing, because I know, like, I think a lot of people disregard this, and I know it's something that I'm still struggling with that I'm trying to fix. I promise you, I'm working on it. I promise. But like Sid said, like a lot of people like gaining weight or just like eating it excessively a lot over the pandemic. It's also like a lot of people who haven't ate, and it's kind of like throwing off like your eating schedule because like y'all know what Can be talking about, like how you got planning your little food stuff according to your schedule. And during the pandemic, it's kind of like everybody's schedules are just kind of like wiped clean. So it's kind of like you really had to create a day for yourself without it feeling repetitive. So if you waking up at just any time now, you're not gonna have that that start time when you wake up and eat breakfast like you usually would have if you was in school or if you was going to work. So it's kind of different. So you might be skipping breakfast every day. And because you don't have that set time in school or lunch, that 15-minute break or, that 30, that 30, 45-minute lunch period that we used to have at Poly, but they took it away and bumped us down to like 10 minutes now. Having that designated time to eat, or at least, you know that it's time to eat then. Having all of that just kind of like cleared and you having to like regain and reschedule your eating times, it was difficult for a lot of people, especially me. I don't need to eat breakfast no more, but I did good today. I had a nice good breakfast. I cooked me some sausages. I made me some little mini pancakes. I had me some orange juice. I woke up real early. I sat down at the table. I ate my breakfast this morning. Yes, man. I got my stuff ready. I walked out of the door happy, full stomach. I was on the bus drawer. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, eating can make your day go a lot better. I ain't have a lot during lunch, but I did have like some chips. I had some cheeses at the school. I ate when I came home, right, eat again. So it's kind of like just making like, I don't know, I had to make eating fun again for me. Like, I had to explore some different little stuff. I know me and Sid, like we did a couple little things, like we was going to the market, doing different recipes. We had a sleepover earlier with Saint for our birthday in August. We made like some garlic parmesan wings, like homemade. Like we seen the recipe on TikTok. We made garlic cheesy bread, I think. I don't know what it was. Whatever it was, we made it. And we made it from scratch. Not like scratch, like flour, dough, salt, scratch. But like we made it from scratch. We bought the dough. We got the other ingredients. We got the chicken wings. We ain't never fried chicken out in our life. I thought we was going to get food poisoning. I just know for sure. But like, just like different things like that, trying new things, exploring new things, definitely as far as like eating can help you a lot. Even if you are like eating a lot, try to just like eat in different ways. So I know for me, because I don't eat as much, I have to see it in a smaller version for me to eat it, or I feel like it's too much and I'm not going to eat it all. So that's why I had to make mini pancakes this morning, because I know if I would have made 2 big ones, I wouldn't have ate them because I would have felt like they was too big. And I can't just make one because I don't know. I don't like odd numbers. I'm just like that. So I had to make 2 mini pancakes that I knew I was going to eat. That was going to equal one that I knew was going to fill me up. So just like thinking like that, making things easier to whatever works for you is always important outside of food and within it. So just making sure like that you got things fitting your schedule and your appetite and whatever else works for you is just always important coming out of the pandemic, and always, just different things like that. So that was just what I had to say. And we got 2 more minutes in here. So I think we're going to do our jewels and then we're going to call it a night, because Miss Johnny going to kick us off here. She'll never want to give us 2-hour sessions. So I think we need to start a petition. But
let me drop my jewel. Yeah, for real. Can you hear me good?
Go ahead. That's what you said.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, just making sure. All right, so basically my jewel is to just be gentle with yourself. I know like we all coming out of this pandemic in a situation, and we're all still finding ourselves, and we're all still going through our own battles on our own. And I feel like if you're like me, you expect so much from yourself, but it's okay to take things slow. It's okay to remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to just, exist sometimes and not always occupy yourself, so you don't have room to think and breathe. And it's okay to be unavailable and have nothing to do. It's okay to tell somebody that you can't do it, even if you don't have nothing set to do at that time and they ask you to do something, you know. So I think it's just very very important to just take that time out sometimes to let your mind wander, even though it might go in the darkest places. If you like me, you overthink or you think about every little thing, but sometimes that's really healthy. Like I just take time out sometimes to just think about everything that I've been putting off, or if you're busy like me and Gemma and you don't really got time to sit and think about things that you would really like to do, it's very helpful to just sit there. If you're like me, I like to type stuff in my notes, just go into my notes and type whatever comes to mind. Like I type the most random stuff in my notes. Out the blue, I'll just be like, dang, like, what I want for dinner tonight? Or, dang, I should have said that to somebody the other day. Let me think about how I should address that. Something, just take that time out to be kind to yourself and be gentle to yourself and patient with yourself. The same way you're gentle and patient with other people. So, yeah, that's my drill for the day. Ms. Johnny Ray kick us off here. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here before she does the honor. But, yeah, thank y'all for having me.
See, you said I had my drill when I always forget it when it's time to say it. So y'all gotta give me a little second for it to come back to me. But I know it's like right here on the tip of my tongue. I promise y'all it is. I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to jog my memory, and I just cannot remember it. So I'm gonna have to just come up with something new. Now I know I can't think of nothing. I hate when I lose my train of thought. But I think I'm gonna just say like overall. Oh, that was learning, try new things. So always be open to trying new things, taking different paths, just experiencing different things. We all young, and even if not as young as me, 16, maybe 17, you still got time, always, take the time to just live life and just try new things. So whatever that is, if it's trying new things in the professional world or like within your personal life, just always be open to trying new things. And now we're gonna give Miss Joni her restream back or whatever this is. We should be back on Zoom, but I'm gonna give it back to you, Miss Joni.
Y'all always want to downgrade. Thank you so much, yo. This was great. This was really nice, for real.
See y'all.
All right, see you. Yo, was that not a good conversation? That was a great, great, great conversation. And you know what part I really felt, yo? Um, the part where Sid was like, they make it look easy. It's like you make it look easy, you like show up, but like people don't understand like how hard it really is. And I just feel like, yo, like that right there definitely spoke to a part of my life because a lot of people always say, well, Miss Joni, like, yo, you always on point, you always so perfect. Like, how is everything just always so perfect? And I'm just like, what? Like, nothing is perfect. Like, it ain't a perfect day. Like, it's always something. But at the end of the day, I show up the way I show up because nothing is more important than the mission of investing in these young people. Like nothing is more important than that. So like if I allow people to dictate my mood or if I allow the situations I was going through to dictate my mood, then no, you would not get the Miss Joni that you get every time you see me if I allow those outside forces to dictate my mood. But I'm in control of my mood. I'm in control of my attitude. I'm in control of my energy at all times. So regardless of what's going on, like I'm the one that has 100% control over what I put out in the world. So thank y'all for that conversation because I definitely could relate to that. Y'all got the code word. Make sure y'all get that code word. Y'all getting y'all prize. That's an easy one too. So you ain't even really gotta write that one down. You could just memorize that one at the top of the dome. Health is the cold word. Health is the cold word. And yo, shout out to Nisi Poo, yo, because her leadership just been elevating. I don't know if they paid you or what, yo, but like, yo, you've been on it all night long, and it's a beautiful thing to see when other young black women are helping to uplift and support other young black women and just being present in that way. And not that I'm, saying nothing against the guys or whatever, but specifically for our women and just like young people in general. So thank you, Nisi Pool, on that leadership tip, yo. Look, I don't know. You know, you gotta figure it out. But yo, it's time to go. We way past our time, y'all. Tonight has been amazing. Yeah, shout out to Tima too, because Tima done came a long way, yo. For real. Super proud of you. But yo, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Go be productive. You already knew it was coming. You still got about 2 more hours left in this working day, yo. Go be productive. Go work on your goals, yo. And if you ain't got no goals, you already know that's a bigger problem. But if you here right now rocking with us, that's probably not even your struggle, yo. But still go and work on your goals. And you ain't gotta have no crazy goals. Just start with your little small goals, yo. Start where you are with what you have. And once you get to a place like where you okay in your habit of working on your goals and keeping yourself attentive and holding yourself accountable, help somebody else, yo. Help somebody else. I know everybody keep laughing every time I keep saying like get these bad schools on here, but like yo, I'm so serious about that, yo. Like I love my Poly, Western, city people and all that. Like, yo, love y'all to death. But clearly y'all are already a few steps ahead of some of these other people. And it's like, yo, we gotta reach back. And that might require us to reach back and dig a little deeper to pull somebody up, yo. Even if we just get like 1 or 2 people, yo, but we definitely need to make sure that the people who are mixed up in those bad schools that want more for themselves and that want to be successful and want to be around other success-minded people. We gotta do more to find them, yo, and get them on board, yo. Like for real. Yes. Well, all right, yo. If y'all rocking with us tomorrow, I see you tomorrow, Thriving Thursday. Y'all already know Leadership Boot Camp is gonna be crazy. And for the STEM project that we doing in person, I got like 4 more spots left. So if you already signed up and you want to bring somebody, like that's cool. Just make sure they gonna behave themselves, yo. Make sure no broke bum energy, yo. No broke bum energy. But yeah, if you want to come and rock with us, yo, go ahead because I'm gonna be cutting that off soon so we can get ready to get people transportation set up, get an accurate head count for food and all that. But yeah, we gonna have fun, y'all. The link is in the bio, y'all. But I'll see y'all tomorrow if y'all rocking with us on Thriving Thursday. And if not, then I'll catch you next Wednesday, y'all. I'm out of here.